Next is Diamond Select. They have a lot of stuff. They seem to be getting a lot more licenses. Surprisingly, some of them are DC TV licenses, like Gotham. I might get a few of those figures, mainly for the dioramas, because those dioramas look amazing. But I'm basically really gonna get the Ghostbusters, because we're getting, like, of course, all the main Ghostbusters are removable packs, and we're getting Gozer, the Terror Dogs, Janine, figures we asked for from the Mattel Ghostbusters line that we never got. We're getting with this line. It looks straight out like from the movie. You have Slimer, Walter Peck on all of them. And the coolest part is that it builds the diorama, the rooftop, from the last scene of Ghostbusters. So if you see the size of these figures, they're pretty much 6 to 7 inches tall. And you can just imagine the piece of the diorama. It's supposed to be 12 in a wave that builds this. So you can just imagine how big this diorama is going to be when it's completed. And I'm sure they're going to have the platforms, the 2 Terror Dogs to go on, and then the door where Gozer will stand at. And you can just picture how big. There's a computer rendering of this, of what it's going to look like. And it looks pretty massive. So if you have any top shelf space, you might want to clear that off so that we can have that scene up there. And it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to put that together. Next we have number 4, NECA, which is doing an amazing job with all their properties. Aliens, Predator, Gremlins, Pacific Rim, everything. Even their the giant DC figures like Superman, the Michael Keaton Batman Returns figures and stuff. But the one that really caught my eye was the Queen, the Red Queen. Red's kind of my favorite color. I like red, and this Red Queen looks really, really nice, really vicious. I think I'm gonna get it, add it to my Red Lanterns core. But yeah, it looks pretty wicked, and just the fact that they're another company that pretty much go out there and they're gonna make the figure, they'll make the Queen in scale, they'll make the Power Loader in scale. Like, they just go there and they do this because they know the fans want it, and when you do something like that, you do it right, the results are gonna be there and people are gonna buy it. Next are so that's number 4. Number 3 are Marvel Legends. So Marvel Legends showed quite a bit of stuff. A lot of it's already out. Some of it's already on its way. This has been a stellar year for Marvel Legends, our Marvel Legends fans and collectors. There's pretty much been a wave of Marvel Legends like every 2 months, 3 months so far. It's overwhelming, but it's really nice to have that and see the popularity of Marvel Legends back again, because it was pretty scarce. We started dwindling, then they had just like 2 packs here and there, and then they came back off to a rocky start, but now they seem to really have their stride. And they're making characters I would have never guessed they would make, or even going back and remaking some, like Morbius is one of them, which I don't know of anybody who still has a pretty good Morbius without a melting face, so it's good to see him back. They're doing Jack-o'-lantern. Speed Demon was one that caught me by surprise with Silvermane on the RC car. That's pretty neat. They're doing a nice classic clean Venom, Spider-Gwen, which is really popular, classic Captain America. I still have my first Captain America from the first Marvel Legends, because that's still my favorite Marvel Legends figure. And the fact they're remaking it with a changeable wolf head is pretty cool. And based on a comic book storyline, so they're digging deep into comic book genre, throwing in some movie figures, because there's like 2 to 3 movies every year for Marvel, so that helps too. And it's just cool that they're just diving in. Now we just need some in-scale vehicles. And one of the walkthroughs that did address the whole thing about the Fantastic Four and X-Men. Apparently they can make them. It's just a matter of when and how and the time. I guess it might be maybe more. They might end up doing more exclusives with those type of characters. All right, so that was number 3. Number 2 is DC Collectibles icon figures. We got to see them and listen to podcasts here and there and reading and stuff like that. Some people are saying they might be smaller than the 6-inch figure, or they might be exactly on the dot 6-inch, real 6-inch figures. So that means that they might be the size of the DC Universe Classic figures, or they could be matching up with Marvel Legends. As we know, Marvel Legends is a little bit bigger than the DC Universe Classic figures. So we're not sure. And the way, I don't know who posed the figures, they didn't look like they really didn't really give us the actually like a real great definition of how the articulation works. Maybe DC Collectibles would do a video to show it, because one of the complaints there is that there's no waist swivel and there's no thigh swivel, so we don't know how the articulation is going to work, how well it's going to work, and that seems to really have collectors wondering if they should get this line or not, especially when it was addressed so early on about it. They're saying, DC Collectibles basically saying that it has the articulation it needs to do, like, you know, to still be functional, still be like you can get those poses. So we'll have to wait and see. The first wave comes out, I think, late October or early November. The figures that they show were kind of not that many. There's a lot less than I thought I was going to see. They showed 3 figures. Firestorm looked great. Joker looked amazing, and Hat looks removable, of course. It better be removable. And Green Lantern, which kind of early for a Green Lantern again. I was hoping maybe somebody like Shazam or something. And later on the last day, they showed Static Shock, which I'm excited for. I know people were expecting the one from the cartoon, but this is actually his first costume, his first appearance. So there's no reason why they can't go back and make that popular one. I see them probably doing it, and maybe making a future one. I'm really surprised that I'm pretty sure the wave is not consistent of 4 figures. I hope that wave isn't. And I hope Wonder Woman's in that wave somewhere, and I hope she appears or they show her at New York Comic Con, because these figures are scheduled to come out in like May or April, something like that, and not having a Wonder Woman that wave right around when the movie's coming out, when Wonder Woman's going to be really popular. Not that she's not popular now, but more so. But just that's one of the main trinity that are missing, and I can see why people are kind of like upset that we didn't see a Wonder Woman. Me too. I'm upset we didn't see a Wonder Woman. I saw like another Green Lantern, John Stewart, already before Wonder Woman figure. As a matter of fact, there was no female figures in this wave that were shown. So maybe some weren't ready, maybe ready in time for the show. So I have to wait and see. And of course, I have a lot of statues, props, movie, TV figures, which I do collect too. As you see in some of my videos, Reverse Flash they're making, which of course, like I said, I know they're going to make a Reverse Flash. There's no way they cannot make them. The Heat Wave they showed. Malcolm Merlin, kind of a cop out there, because they could have added a changeable, like I mentioned in my video, they could have added an extra head so you can swap and stuff. So basically you kind of get the same figure. I think he's painted just a little different, and you have the Malcolm Merlin head, so it's like, eh. But Reverse Flash, I hope they do paint his eyes red and give him that look like he had the way he looked in the show, because only one time, I think that's when they caught him, is when you actually see his eyes and they're not red. Other than that, he's always had the red eyes, so they're black around it and stuff, and it's always been blurry. It'll be cool if they can mimic that and give an extra head with like him, his blurry, like his face look like it's blurred. That would be amazing. But we'll wait and see what else these figures come with. Oh yeah, Black Canary was shown. But the main thing was the Batman Animated Series figures. That Jim Gordon looked like it jumped off the cartoon and into figure form. It's like, wow, man, they nailed that. Zatanna looked great. I was thinking Etrigan and Clarion with Tico, the cat. That was a surprise, and that's when the Witch Boy is he's another one of my favorite mage, and I was surprised that we're getting like those figures already so soon too. Like they're really diving in there and open up the doors, and of course they said the way this line is going, there's no reason why they can't start jumping on and doing like Superman and then in that style, and Justice League was done that style too. So this line looks like it's gonna be around for a long time, and it's gonna have a very big character cast in it, and I can't wait. And I can't wait for the Batmobile to come out, which is later on, I believe in October or early November or something like that. That looks amazing. I can't wait. This line is just amazing. I'm glad they got rid of, took care of all the issues, the breakage issues using different plastics. So I can't wait. Alright, so, and for the San Diego Comic-Con shows and reviews, my number one is, and I'm surprised too, they definitely stole the show in my opinion, and that was Mattel with the Motu stuff they showed. Mainly, like, first of all, Point Dread holds 2 figures inside of it and comes from Tila. The Collectors Club figures, and they listed every figure that's coming out, which we were fighting for a long time, and we were told it couldn't be done. So hopefully that helps, so you guys know what you're getting. Sign up, because those figures look amazing. Filmation figures look amazing, basically based off the cartoon. Probably be getting that one too. But I think the one thing that blew everybody's mind, and that was Snake Mountain. That thing was crazy. It's crazy huge, crazy detail. I like Brandon's eye there for the Bluetooth, because the microphone, I understand some people want it to be like the vintage where you go up and go ha 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 and talk in it, but you can do that with your phone from a distance. You can play music and play theme songs and stuff like that. Like, that's even, I find that more cool, because that gives you more options. You're not limited to just one thing. I'm just now scared that they're going to reduce the size, because they said they're going to reduce the size by 10 to 20%, and I'm scared that it's going to be too much, that they're going to reduce, and it's not going to look as great as it did at the show. A lot of people are willing, that I'm hearing, and the Zimmer poll and He-Man.org, go vote for whether or not you would pay the same price for it or pay a little bit more. Say it was like they want to keep it around the same price as Castle Grayskull. But I don't mind paying $50 more to keep that size and keep all the bells and whistles, and there's levels in the back. So it's not going to be playing like the vintage. It's going to be levels, floors, and stuff like that. It's going to be a table, the throne, Skeletor's throne chair. This looks amazing, and I know people saying with the space and stuff, it doesn't have to always go on the shelf. Put on, get one of those fold-out tables, or you can go on the floor or whatever. People will find a way to put the Snake Mountain, but it's Snake Mountain. It's what we were asking for. At least I like this transparency, this new team, that they're being upfront, and they're telling you that they're planning on reducing it by 10 to 20%. So now we can, whether we have a choice in that or not, we don't know yet, but we can tell them how we feel about it. And we're not going to get like the surprise like we did when we, we got shown like a foam mock-up of Grayskull, and then we saw it at Toy Fair, and it was smaller than it was supposed to be, and He-Man couldn't even pass in the jaw bridge, and we were told, oh, this is it, you get it or you don't type attitude. Completely different turnaround. Love this new direction, this new approach. Yeah, so Snake Mountain pretty much stole the show. Yes, just seeing the pictures of people standing beside that thing, and it's crazy. And even if you're not a Motu fan, this is a perfect villain base for G.I. Joe. Imagine your 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joe figures in this big mountain. That's crazy. This is like the fortress from the Mass Device, the first G.I. Joe movie. When we first saw Cobra, introduced the Destro and all that stuff with the Mass Device, like they had that headquarters with the big snake. It reminds me of that. Like you can use it for anything. This is an ultimate villain playset, and when playsets are far and few between. I want Snake Mountain. Snake Mountain was the creme de la creme at the show at San Diego Comic-Con, in my opinion. So that's about it. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what was your favorites San Diego Comic-Con reveals, and what you like, what you didn't like. Like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, it's just this is a great time to be a collector. That's all I can say. There's something out there for everybody, and the companies are doing a great job of making that happen and giving us detailed, quality, really great stuff for us, and to make sure making sure that they're emptying our wallets and putting a smile on our face at the same time. And who could ask for anything more? So it's Scorpion72 signing off and telling you take care. Until next time, keep playing. Later. Snake Mountain. Can't wait a year. Better make room now. Alright, ciao.